weapon skills in order to do any of that. How about this? Outpost stuff. Oh shit, decorations. Horticulture. Domestication. Power. Robots! Defenses. This industrial workbench. The industrial workbench allows you to create basic manufactured components which can be used for building structures for your outposts and crafting mods for your weapons and equipment. The raw resources used for manufactured components can be acquired from planets and moons by starting an outpost and setting up resource extractors. More advanced manufactured components can be created from fabricators at an outpost. Okay. Mission board. It's a cooking station. Pharmaceutical. Okay. What's this? Weapon. Tactical. Mass. I lowered the mass. Increased the value by a lot. Aluminum and Titan and sealant. Okay, but that didn't actually do anything as far as anything else that's worth it. Accuracy went down. Sure, burial standard. Like a sawed-off shotgun version. No sights, laser sights. Accuracy increases. Optics, iron sights. That just increases the mass and the value. That's cool. Stock, magazine. Oh, I can change like the damage output? That's kind of cool. So right now it does standard physical. Slug shot. Internal, high velocity. I mean, I think increasing the accuracy and the range is pretty dope when it comes to a shotgun, honestly. Default skin. Oh, you can make the barrels longer too? That's cool. Laser sight. Muzzle brake. We have the muzzle brake compensator. Suppressor increases the why does the suppressor increase the accuracy? I can understand it decreasing the range. I don't understand how it increases the accuracy. Okay, armor piercing rounds. So this does energy and physical damage. Internal mod hair trigger. High powered. High velocity. Receiver. Semi-automatic. Cool. I have to say I did like Fallout 4's like weapon customization. I really liked it a lot. Matter of fact, I think the first couple of playthroughs I never actually did any sort of mods for like armor or weapons, and the moment I did, now it is like a staple I have to, because it's you can make really amazing weapons with it. It's actually kind of stupid how much better. Ballistic shielding, EM shielding. Explosive shielding. Dynamite servos. I think the biggest issue for me is that like the way that you have to come about getting resources in this game isn't as like easy. It's at least as far as I can tell easy and as intuitive as like Fallout, where like there's kind of a bit of an understanding of where certain items are going to spawn, and also like I've never looked at food cooking. That was all of them? I thought there was at least one more workbench. Like, it was just easier to get items, and as far as I can kind of really tell. I think we're gonna do this one, so we're gonna go to Cydonia on Mars.
But like the crafting, at least. By the way, the reason why I didn't do the crafting in Fallout 4, like the first couple, because I don't know, the crafting seemed intimidating. I know it's silly to think now, but like crafting sometimes in games seems very intimidating to me because like I don't know combos like that. I also like can't remember recipes, so I have to either keep going back and to the recipe over and over and over to, you know, remember what I need to get from my inventories. Excuse me. So, like I said, it was always intimidating, so, but after I did it, I felt like it was relatively rewarding.
Greetings, Captain. I will await your next order here.
Time to move on.
Here we go, we're getting out of here. The soul system.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I'm good. I don't want to be scanned.
Scan complete.
Or not. Sidonia. Mars launch pad. Poor quality of air sandstorm. Hope you got your suit. It's gonna be a nasty sandstorm, I guess.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal reading, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Oh, the gravity is different.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-5 figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir. Stand clear, please.
Always a pleasure to roam these locations with lower gravity.
Could end up costing you otherwise.
Pass removal in progress. Watch your step.
I'm assuming it's from this
Anything
ship?
I can help you with? Hey,
Maybe.
what can I do for you?
Credits. My ship needs some repairs. I'd like to view and modify my ship. Let me see what ships you have for sale. Yeah.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Maybe you have different ships or something. Oop. 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 Storage capacity 4. Like a big version of mine that actually has cargo. 2,000 cargo space. Boy, does that have cargo. $410. It's not bad looking, I guess. Man, I've seen some people make some like crazy looking ships. Like, even like I've seen people like make ships that look like other sci-fi ships, like the Millennium Falcon, like a couple of like Star Citizen ships. I think there was a Star Trek ship. Like, that's dope, honestly. Like honestly and seriously, if I had the ability, like, or that sort of like creative shipbuilding mindset where I could see where pieces go in my head, oh, I would do that in a heartbeat. That just sounds cool as all get up. Whoa, that's an interesting looking ship. Kind of looks like a mining ship almost. Love the designs of these ships. Thanks for showing me your wares. Like, look at that. Look how cool, like, the difference in gravity is. I literally just jumped on top of the ship. What's this? Are they building a ship? Or are they repairing a ship? Can't tell.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Oh, yeah, the colony's entirely underground. That's kind of cool. I just assumed it was gonna be like other like sci-fis where they're like giant domes and stuff, but I guess that kind of makes sense if you don't have like a way to like deflect asteroids and stuff like that.
Careful, new. Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to get yourself help before it becomes a problem.
Okay.
We run a tight ship here on Sidonia. Anyone who steps out of line, well, they learn never to do it again. Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me.
Will do. I saw some people with red eyes. Anything to worry about? Is there a lot of crime in Sidonia? Just Booth? Is that a nickname or something?
As much as someone's last name is a nickname, friends, acquaintances, and other locals call me Booth. You can call me Sergeant Booth.
Is there a lot of crime in Sidonia?
Not if I've got anything to say about it. For real, though. I don't know if it's because everyone's too busy working, or if it's because of the military presence, but crime's pretty low. We get the occasional drunken brawls, petty thefts and stuff, but Sidonia ain't exactly a hotbed of crime. We're not Neon.
I know that they're like technically part of the same like overall organization, but it's kind of interesting that we're like on a different planet and like the UC security doesn't have like a different color, right? I figured maybe the uniform would be probably the same, but I would assume that like the color would change, right? Because like their armor, excuse me, doesn't fit into like the Russian
Today, please.
the Mars environment.
Well, it ain't drugs if that's what you're worried about. You'll notice it happens to miners and anyone else that's been down in the red Martian dust too long. Nothing to worry about any more than anyone else around here. Used to be a sign someone was ready for the Red Devils. And some of the ex-Red Devils still think they're a big deal. They ain't as badass as they think they are. And any that do have a chip on their shoulder and cause trouble, well, I'll put them in their place. Don't let me keep you.
That was a thing
Ever
that
been
you
to
said.
Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything we've got.
I've never been to Aquila, so I couldn't tell you. And your uniforms are pretty cool.
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm Commander Vincent Woodard, Chief of Planetary Security and former head of the Red Devils program here on Mars. I tend to deal with security at a high governmental level, whereas my associate Booth over there handles day-to-day security issues. So if you're looking to report a minor crime or misdemeanor, see him. But if there's something I can help you with, feel free to ask.
Will do. Red Devils, what's that?
Only the finest bunch of soldiers to ever grace the UC with their service. Of course, I may be biased as a Red Devil myself, and head of the program. Well, former, I should say. Program's been defunct since the armistice that ended the colony wars. It put a stop to any and all Xeno warfare. I fought to keep them operational here, but the top brass concluded that without their unique alien bioweapon training, there was no need for a separate elite soldier program.
You seem like a military guy. Did you serve? I mean, yeah, he clearly did. I don't know why I would have to ask that, but...
Still do, technically. I'm a naval commander, but they've got me here pushing pencils ever since the Red Devils disbanded.
Excuse me.
I pull double duty, aiding in recruitment and serving as the Sidonia security chief, representing the UC. If you ask me, though, nothing's been the same since the Red Devils' glory days.
No doubt. Do you ever think about starting out the Red Devils again?
All the goddamn time. It's been about 20 years, but every time a new recruit crosses my desk, I size them up and wonder if they have what it takes to be a Red Devil. I'd give my left thumb to recruit fresh devils again, but it'd take nothing short of a miracle to convince the top brass to reinstate the program.
What can you tell me about the city?
Small,
Ugh.
it's
The
dusty,
city.
it's old, but it's home. It may not be anything fancy, but I couldn't dream of living anywhere else.
That's fair.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Sorry? What do you mean there's no work?
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled? How much money we spent to hitch a ride to this dusty red rock? We were told there were jobs.
Look, I get it. But we just filled our last openings. I think we have a couple contracts ending at the end of next month. It's possible they may not extend them.
This is bullshit. I got a wife and kids at home. We can't wait almost 2 months for a job that may not even exist then.
Hey, I get it. There's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands. You can take it up with corporate if you want. Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Come on, forget it. Let's get out of here.
Maybe when
Maybe
the
it's
new
not too late
contract
to
You know what's
Sorry,
kind of
yeah.
funny
you'll
is
give it a
that
go.
I read a thing earlier,
Screw this.
earlier today that was saying that like Americans find
How's the
like
saying go?
find
Show no mercy.
Australian accents to be the sexiest accents in the world, and I was just like, not that I think they're not attractive or anything like that. I'm just like, I am
Look at this
surprised
place.
that that is kind of the feeling that
I
they
can't
have.
imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing.
Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long
was
as you're
that?
not looking for mining work, I suppose.
Nobody cares that there was a giant explosion that just happened.
Particle detonation concluded. It
Oh.
is now safe to resume normal activity.
They just blow stuff up and announce it. Hey man, we're gonna blow some stuff up. Just letting you know. What's with the klaxon and the detonation announcement? I heard. Oh wow, there you go.
Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh?
Fracking with subterranean particle detonation? What is that? Well, no, I'm even more concerned that particle detonations are happening around me all the time. Oh, no worries if that's all it is.
Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably.
Probably.
Actually, it's still pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing.
I assume so. It's literally explosions and stuff, so yeah.
Oh, come on, mate. It's perfectly safe. We're miles away, so all we get is a little jiggle now and again. Just make sure to hold the railing when going downstairs and you'll be fine.
Holy. So, you must be the boss around here. How goes the mining operations here on Mars? I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you had work, but it doesn't sound like it.
Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is.
Wow, I like that.
I
Go
worked
for it.
hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless... maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
No, I'm not doing anything for you that doesn't involve a paper trail. I don't know, seems a little sketchy. Depends on what it is, but let's hear what you've got. Extrovert. Oh, no worries at all. I'd love to help. Anything to help your team.
I love the enthusiasm. Do yourself a favor and get to know some of the miners. It'll remind you what you're doing this for. Anyway, I'm getting off track. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Sure, tell me your plan. I don't understand where I can come into play. No thanks, I'm out.
Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some more. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Why not just hire more miners? Are you sure you're not just exploiting me for free labor? Sounds easy, I'll do it.
Yeah, don't you think I want to? Corporate sets the contracts and they're not giving out anymore, so we work with what we've got. Something to do with insurance, benefits, and other liabilities. So I don't make the rules. Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing.
Sounds easy, I'll do it.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be concise.
What does that mean? People there tend to be
Stay
concise.
away from the sixth circle unless you're a minor. Or at least don't come crying to me if anything happens to you.
Hey, darling. You look like the type who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. The Trackers Alliance can always use more bounty hunters to round up and kill wanted criminals. If that feels like your speed, talk to me. Or check out our posts on the mission boards.
Got any good hunting stories? What's the Trackers Alliance? Can you tell me more about mission boards and where to find them? I could help you out with a job if you're paying.
Ooh, should I tell ya? What the hell? It got me in trouble, but it's a good story. So, I got a bounty for this guy. Real tough spacer, you know? I find a ship, board without him knowing, and I literally catch him with his pants down, getting ready for the day or something, I don't know. Anyway, before he can react, I tackle him to the ground to cuff him, and he lets off a sly quip thinking he's got game, but I don't take kindly to that kind of advance, see? And well, bounty says alive or dead, so I make the call and I put him down. Anyway, turns out it wasn't the right guy, but this guy was also wanted. What are the odds, right? Well, the Alliance didn't think it was as funny as I did, so now I'm stuck here helping new recruits.
I mean, I can very much understand their point of view. You did kind of mess up, but you didn't just kill an innocent person. But also, I have to say, you killed someone because they made a like sexual advance at you. Like, that seems a little extreme, honestly. Like, honestly, legitimately.
You broken or something? Oh, darling. We're the baddest bounty hunters in the settled systems. People pay us to find criminals, scum, and other lowlives when they don't want to or can't track them down themselves.
Mind you, I don't mean like a physically sexual advance. I think she said like a comment because she had already like apprehended him. So he made a sexual comment towards her, and then she killed her, or killed them, and you're just like, what? Over a sexual comment? You're kind of like psycho, honestly. Like, I would have understood that story more if like you made it like a past like advance like physically before you had already apprehended them.
Ain't no flies to catch here in Sidonia. Mission boards? Yeah, you'll find one here in the Broken Spear. They're usually in spaceport bars like that. Trackers Alliance posts bounty jobs on them, but you can find all sorts of freelance missions. Good way to make some creds. Hey, y'all better not be taking all the fun jobs yourself, you hear? I'm almost done with this assignment, so you better leave some for me. Good. If you recall, I'm only stationed here because of a mistake I made. Been bugging me ever since. The bounty that got away. Now, I heard rumors that this no-good, dirty quarry's been lurking around Mars, but I ain't had the good fortune of him strolling on in here. I think he's smart enough to know better. I got a plan in place to find him, but I gotta prove to my other tracker contact that he's here. That's where you come in. Just gotta plant a sensor. No danger to you.
Fair. Can you tell me about the guy we're tracking? How's your sensor going to find this guy? I know what I'm doing. You want me to just bag the bounty myself? Nah, I don't have time for this now. I'm in.
Ken Placus, smuggler. The worst kind. Deals in all sorts of black market goods. He's wanted for grand theft, human trafficking, murder, you name it. He's also extremely good at what he does. He's eluded the best of UC security for years. He's even slipped by our own trackers, myself included. I'm convinced he set me up to fail, found a lookalike to unwittingly take a fall, made me look bad. So I'm sure you understand it's kind of personal.
I guess. How's a sensor going to find this guy?
He doesn't know it, but he's got a chip in him with a unique ID. Part of the reason he's learned to keep out of the major cities and settlements. Trackers always manage to find him when he comes to town, so he just stays away. But he's a slippery fella.
But he doesn't
That's
know
why I
that
want to
he
send
has a
someone
tracker
to
on
catch him
him?
where he feels safe, just along the outskirts. Sensors tuned to that chip. Makes sense now, don't it? Hell no! If I'd have wanted you to do that, I'd be asking you to do that. Nah, I got a good friend, tracker buddy who stuck by me through and through. Gonna split the haul with him as soon as he brings the mark in. That ain't up for debate or negotiation. Under no circumstances are you to interact with my quarry, or you'll find yourself at the wrong end of a bounty.
How are bounties, like, legal in the settled systems? Like, how does that work? Especially that you can put dead or alive on them, and they're just legal.
Alright, so, you're gonna want to take this here sensor and put it way up at the tippy top of the old Mars launchpad tower, where it's nice and unobstructed. You're gonna want to make sure you've got a boost pack to help get yourself up there, else it's gonna be a tough climb. Mars gravity's on the low side, but not that low. It'll track down my Mark's chip signal, assuming he shows, and I'll call in my partner to take care of him. Clear out and come back to me as soon as you're done so you don't spook the quarry. Get it? Got it? Good.
Yep. Get it, got it, good. I understand. Self-service bounty clearance, mission board.
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
It ain't easy.
I've warmed up to Mars since I came here.
Who are you?
Hello there. Do I know you?
No. Nah, I'm just striking up conversation. I was wondering the same thing. Like, I'm Eve. I work for Demos. Ooh, I don't know which one.
Ah, I see. Well, I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
What do you do here? What is Deimos Staryard's relationship with the UNC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong. I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Staryard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Staryards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment. Take care now.
Many people think psychology is only good for treating past emotional trauma. But it's, while I may technically work in HR, Tia's really the one to see for any
Sorry,
work
Tia.
concerns.
I'll bring it up again at the next meeting.
Worker satisfaction has been trending upwards recently. Taking their psychological concerns into account has played a part in that.
Oh, of course not. At least I've got more than enough work to complete before I can go home.
I'll make a note of it.
Go me.
And see what they have to say.
Who said hey?
Another long day.
Pardon. If you're hiring, I could really use the work.
Oh yeah. What your area of expertise?
If your ship is equipped with an electromagnetic weapon, I can use it to fry your target systems.
I'm interested. How much will it cost me?
No more than the average crew person salary.
7,000. Persuade. I don't think I should pay you that much.
Why is that?
Who knows how long it'll be before you get another offer.
In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for.
That's probably true. There must be some other way we can both win here. I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know I really think I left the oh god. I'll be joining one of the best crews in the settled systems. I can't afford that. Too bad.
That's true. There's more to a job than just money.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there? I'm glad you're willing to see things.
Sorry,
what?
But I can't. There's no way I can go any lower.
Huh? How did I fail a check like
You're
that?
lost.
It's hard not to work.
That's crazy. I failed a level 1 check. That's ridiculous.
When your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down.
Any vacancies on your crew?
You're also an energy weapon specialist?
Put me behind the trigger of your ship's energy weapon, and your targets are gonna have a very bad day. I'm only looking to earn the going rate. Why is that? In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. I hear ya.
Critical
That's a good
success.
one. Better than being unemployed, I suppose.
What? I'll be back,
Hello.
I guess.
Sometimes looking to join a crew. Any openings? Ballistic weapon systems. I specialize in using those types of weapons to punch holes in your target's hull.
Interesting how much it will cost me.
I think you'll agree my rate is fair.
Persuade.
Well, why is that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money.
I like how immediately they get sad because they don't get hired on.
Excuse me.
Because I'm just farming them
I haven't had a
for
day off in
persuasion
3
at the
years,
moment.
and I wrote the damn time off policy.
What's this?
Hey, good to see you. Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long?
Just got here. You okay?
Between you and me, I'm pretty tuckered. When that stack of papers was smaller, I might have used it as a pillow. Whew. Was I asleep? Oh, you've probably been standing there for a while.
Jack,
You look tired.
Drink tonight after the
What?
day I've had.
Oh, heavens no. These bags under my eyes are just... how I look? Okay, you got me. I am pretty tired. But I can do this. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Sounds like we're about to hear a sales pitch.
This better not be some kind of timeshare pitch. Depends on what list we're talking about. Sure, let's talk.
You know, silly. List! The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so.
No.
How can I help make today your very best day?
What does List do exactly? Not interested, I'm looking for work.
Why, we help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy.
That's not our problem.
Oh, of course not. I wouldn't make you do my paperwork for me. Although, I wouldn't mind the help.
You just sit here and wait for people to come up to you, come up and talk to you. There's that many people who want to live the life of a colonist. I'm leaving now. Not a huge fan of paperwork myself. I'm happy to help.
Used to have an office on Aquila, but, you know, budget cuts. But it turned out for the best. Now they send me all over settled space where I can interface directly with the people. I'm a people person, as you can probably already tell. Oh, that's just a few applications worth. That's what the human touch looks like. No impersonal computer surveys
that
or
man
security
in the back
breaches
is having
to compromise your private information.
A whole
just me
time
and some good old-fashioned ink
either
and paper.
smelling or eating his
Every
sandwich.
applicant gets a battery of in-person interviews and has every step of their application completed and carefully reviewed to ensure their particular requirements for the ideal location are understood and met to perfection. Try getting that from the UC or Freestar resettlement programs.
I'm leaving now. Not a huge fan of paperwork myself.
Not to worry. The mountains of papers are my responsibility. We're looking for folks with ships and or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications?
Not only do I have a ship, but I am also quite the people person. You're in luck. I have both a ship and basic people skills. Basic people skills. I bet you're going to tell me either way.
Oh yes, I can tell. Speaking with you has been an absolute thrill. I was charmed the moment you opened your mouth. That sounded creepy. Oh, but regarding lists, most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, the oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them?
How does payment work? Why would someone want to join list? No thanks, I'll see.
Bring any suitable planet survey data slates to me, and I'll happily pay you for them. And you'll also earn an immediate commission for each interested party who signs up for the list. So get on out there and make truly independent living a dream come true, and turn a few credits while you're at it. I am glad you asked. List provides members with a few tangible benefits and a few intangible ones. First off, we locate an ideal location matching the needs and desires of our members. After that, we provide transportation, as well as a starter set including basic hab modules, extractors, and seeds for farming, etc. Everything needed to get off to a good start. Then we set up a small encrypted satellite to aid communication between distant neighbors, and the rare list ship that swings by the sector to offer aid and trade supplies if desired. But, more importantly, List provides its members the satisfaction of living on their own and on their own terms, independent and free from harassment and governmental interference. Excellent. Thank you for any assistance you can lend us. Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this.
Howdy.
You can make a real good living working the mines.
It's the same damn thing, day in, day out.
What you need is a change of scenery.
Have to lug cargo across half the universe to pay for this. I thought it was just a couple of nests.
What a day, huh?
Let me know if you need something.
Yes, I'm glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god, you're in the way.
You get a lot of new faces passing through here.
I heard about something called the Red Devils. Know anything about them? Any local rumors? What's good to drink around here? I'm looking for a Vanguard named Mora. I'd like a drink.
Only that I didn't care much for them getting disbanded years ago, and I don't care much for the rumors they're coming back someday.
Any local rumors?
Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust.
I don't know if he looks like he's 45. Maybe. Might squint a little bit. You're right. I meant no offense. I guess I can respect that. Come on, I'm not spill anything anymore.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand.
What's good to drink around here?
Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the
Those
only
are
booze
bad?
worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good.
That's crazy. I think like straight alcohol tastes gross. I'm looking for a Vanguard name.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea.
Wait, the blackest sea? Space isn't kind to the lost. He's in trouble or worse. I'm not about to leave a braid soldier behind. Help us find him. We can track him down if you know his patrol route.
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
Space isn't a...
Sounds about right, yeah. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. Skip to the part where you admit you're lying. What? I need a way to make cash then. Got any work? He could need help. You shouldn't put a price on that. Pay. Fine, I'll settle in his tab. That is a lot of money, honestly.
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me?
Yes, I want you to imagine him out there alone, and here you are, holding out for cash.
I want him found. I do. Alright, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, my
Over
Wera
his
kept
life,
yelling about
yeah.
the Lady of
Yes.
Love. Just singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
You're really not happy.
Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist. What's your poison?
Jack. What? Beertini? Oh my god. This is hilarious, actually. I think this is hilarious. It's in like a little, like a coffee cup. Like one of those little styrofoam, or not, yeah, or little shitty cardboard, sorry. And there's beer and a martini in here. Oh my god, that's sounds awful, honestly. Bourbon straight in a bag. That is an interesting way to drink. I kind of don't understand these bottles. Like, are they just for aesthetic reasons, or does it serve a purpose? Because it almost kind of seems like you have like a top for like a glass, like so that it can seal, but like, or like you can drink out of that, but like, I don't know, that seems weird. I'm sure somebody can explain like, oh yeah, it's because of the something or other. It just seems kind of strange. Because this doesn't have like a top, does it? Oh no, it does, okay. So it's definitely not for the reason I originally said, because this can't be a cup, obviously, because it's got like two little handle things on each side. Juice box alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might drink more if they did indeed come in little juice boxes.
People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks.
It's the mission board. Destroy the Crimson Fleet. Kill the Pirate Marauder. Industrial Mazer to Titan. Deliver parcels and mail to Titan. Deliver smart sensors to Palvo. Iridian 2 and Iridian. The Tracker Alliance self-bounty, summoning chaos. If you have a bounty with you, with anyone in the settled systems, don't worry.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate fire.
Red and orange. Everything's red and orange as far as the eye can see. It can start to wear on you.
I mean, you live on Mars.
Take your time and ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help.
This guy looks fun loving.
Hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out.
What's up? What's the strangest thing you've ever seen come through here? I'm sure it's strange. Here, the Trade Authority... I hear the Trade Authority sometimes deals in illicit goods. Is that true? Can you tell me more about the Trade Authority?
Oh man, I'm still new here, so I don't know how qualified I am to answer that. We're like this huge network of shipping and trade throughout the known universe. Everyone. Free Stars, UC, even Varun uses us in some capacity. Because I guess we're all about free trade for all. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we bought and sold from the Crimson Fleet, right? They pay my salary, so as far as I'm concerned, they're all right in my book.
That's all it takes. Boy, the bar is very low.